Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Monique, and beside me is toddler Monique too. For today we have some backstitching to do. This is the main image, Xiu Spring Sailor Moon 18 count, uses 2 strands, and let me backstitch with you. Some introduction in this project is that I would not recommend you to buy because of the charting. It was a counted one. You kind of see I tried to grid it, but it was not useful to grid. I started from the middle. I had some problem with counting, so I need to go back to the kindergarten or whatever to learn again to count. And what they had a mistake made a big mistake, because they are using like classical Joy Sunday charting of the half stitches. The entire project is half stitches. Beside the eye, in the eyes I have full stitches, 3/4 and 1/4, but that's it. The chart have the full, you kind of see that arrow, the star, the tree, yes, but in the chart they are do you see it? So there in the little square they are using the Joy Sunday stuff, like 2 little squares with the symbol from the paper, but you cannot, I repeat, I swear to God, you cannot read it. So I have so much mistakes, but that's okay. A classic backstitching we'll use if you're going to stitch on 9 count, that uses 4 strands. For backstitching is gonna be 3 strands. For 11 count you have 3 strands to use and 2 strands for backstitching, and so on. For 14 count, 18 count, 16 count, they are using 2 strands to stitch, to cross stitch the full, and for the backstitching just 1. And so this is it. So I'm gonna show you some particular stuff. I don't know this language, so I did Google Translate Lens, or how it's his name, and it says that the red color use 1 strand. For the blue color you use 2 strands, the both with black. So the classic backstitching is like this. If you want to stitch, you are kinda stitching with what I'm doing here. I'm supposed to use just 1 strand. So for a classic backstitching, you kinda can jump over 2 or over 1 stitch, but in diagonal you kinda need to cheat. So let me show an example. So when I have just 1 strand, this is why I had this project in my mind to stitch with this in front of you. So this could be the perfect. This is how I'm using just one strand or 3 strands when you have. So kinda this is my first backstitching. Let me try to zoom and try to not jump from the camera. So let's repeat it. I pull my strand, one end, long end will go down and another one I will stitch. Why? Because I have odd numbers of strands. When I'm gonna have pairs, even number, I'm not gonna do this. So here is my first. So this would be a good correct way of backstitching. This is how they show you in the instruction. And this is a straight line. If you are going in diagonal, toddler is trying to get on her chair to pop up in the image. So this is a diagonal. And on the back of the fabric is gonna look like this. And I could do the same thing and stitch with this other one, but I want to show my way of backstitching. So it's kind of free form and freehand stitching. If you want to be full correct in the right way, this could be the method. But now what we have here, let me show you back the main image. This is a lot to stitch. This is a lot to stitch. I'm not able to respect all this fancy stuff, so I'm gonna start from the right shoulder. This is the right shoulder. Remember that I have plenty of mistakes made on this project. I will start from here because I have this in the shoulder, and I will freehand it because I can't and I won't follow all the God help me, all these lines. So I'm kind of contouring the shoulder. You kind of see that I have some bigger stitches that I'm making. So I'm jumping over I have missing stitches here. So yeah, sometimes I forgot even to stitch all my stitches, so let me grab really quick my other thread and stitch my missing Okay, while I'm stitching the back stitching on this one, let me just say that, like you kind of see, I'm freehanding. I'm jumping over 3 or 4 or more stitches because it's a small count. And I want to say, I did mention to you that I had problem to stitch on this one because I had so much confusing stitches and I didn't see. Now you kind of see that I'm stitching in the first starting point, the starting point, to manage to have more thread on my needle. So I mentioned that I had problems with the charting. I cannot stitch with such a bad chart. So what I did, I was kind of improvising. I tried to maintain some lines, some what I thought in myself that it's important, like for the face, for the outer part, I used white, and for this here, because she's blonde, I used the white. Here in this bun I used white, and here I would stitch with white, but it should be illegal to stitch with white on white fabric. Next is that if I could rewind and turn back the time, I would pick some crayons, some colored pencils, and color all these, guessing what could be the three grays, sorry, and color them with contrasting colors. It would be easier to stitch after that. So that's it. So no more crying about dead horses, or how is yours that saying? We are stitching further. That's it. And you're pretty sure you can tell with what you see that I won't stick to the like stitching, counting the back stitching, because I'm going almost free forming. So this is too small now to stitch with. And I hope that I stitch all the rest of stitches from the image. I don't want to return. Here I have this stopped, and let me check. Sometimes I will check the big picture too. I don't like it. I don't like what I see in this shoulder. But I'm getting the idea that I need to jump here and try to make a round shoulder. Okay, I think that it's short enough. And now I'm gonna stitch that bold lines with 2 strands, as the manufacturer shows you in the chart that you need to use 2 strands. I don't see where it's the 1 strand, so I pick up my thread, fold it in 2, and I use the loop to secure the first stitch. This is very easy when you use even number of threads to start your backstitching. So I have these doubled lines in the shoulder, like some shadows in her folded shoulder. How do you say it? Shoulder pad. What is this? But I need to pay attention to start from the very edge of the back stitching to look like I'm in the same, like a drawing. It's kind of okay. I don't like it, so I'm returning. I will go almost in the straight line. Like this. Almost good, but not so good, but that's it. I'm not gonna return to that. Now we are gonna make like roundish. This time I would use a frame, but I don't have so small frame. When you are making smaller circles, you need to stitch on smaller spots, like that's enough here. Oh, I'm gonna return here and split my thread. You're gonna see why, because I'm not cutting my thread and I won't. Yes, sorry, toddler is calling me. Okay, I'm back. I use just 1 strand to continue my stitching. This one I will jump here and why not make another circle, but I need to make it a circle So I'll make a smaller jump. Like here, and then here. And then here. And if I want to make the shadow, I will do that double stranded. I will pass 2 times like this, and I won't need any 2 strands anymore. This is I'm gonna, because I'm ready almost with that part, and I still have this one. I will make a small stitch and jump here to the neck, the base of the neck, and continue to stitch. Here to the neck I need to go kinda here and try to make a subtle kinda, so I'll use small stitches. Because you need to modify the angles. When you're drawing with your hand, you don't see these movements. I go here, and now I need to check the chin. So here I need to double the neck, no problem, very easy to do. And in the chin I have some double, but I'm gonna do this one single thread first and go over. This move I made to have my thread in the same place. You kind of see the whole chin is with the double thread. Okay, okay. Circle? What circle? This is not a circle. Okay, this is not what I wanted. If you're not stitching on the same spot, you will see the double line. Okay. Are we cool until this moment? Wow, I'm pretty amazed. I will cut this thread. And start another one. I don't know what I should do next. Let me make this other shoulder. I have in the back some lines. I will leave the long tail in that part. I'll make a stitch here and jump here. Okay. Now I'm gonna have a long jump here. You kind of see I have a contour line here and almost to the neck. And of course you kind of see the other shoulder. Yeah. And here's some double lines, but first this here need to make some smaller jumps. Bye. Bye bye. These are the double lines. And here too. And another small circle, semicircle here. Good. I will finish this thread. Thank God that I have just one color to backstitch. I'm taking the other tail and stitch the back of the princess, and I will try to follow her neck. You saw that I put the thread on the fabric and tried to figure out the form. Yes, what happened? Yes. What happened? And here at the neck we have double lines. Okay, this part was easy. Now I'm getting in the hard part because it's too much details that we're speaking. My neck is hurting, and let me stitch. You kinda see now what's the idea. It is not the first time I'm backstitching on the channel, so I will return when this one is washed. A quick update before washing and so on and so on. First of all, I need to finish this. I started the backstitching at 4 o'clock and now it's almost 6 o'clock. I'm very bored of this. I already put aside the charts. I don't need them, and I don't want to stitch by the chart. I'm stitching just looking the photo. I'm feeling kind of bored or overwhelmed. I don't know. I just need to do the face, the nose, the mouth, some of the ears, some of the hair, some of ornament from the hair, of course the moon on her forehead, and that's it. The jawline I want to too much to of the, here is the supposed to be the jawline. I went too far, but it's okay, that's it, no big deal. So I'm trying to stitch this in this evening. The eye is very hard to stitch. You have these little details on the same spot. Here the upper lid and the how they say, the eyebrows and so on. So let's stitch. It is the next day and I almost forgot that I need to record what happened. So this was the image and this is what I got. After washing, maybe I needed to secure the edges, but I was a little bit lazy. It is not perfect, like she has a bigger nose than in the picture. The mouth isn't full stitched because I didn't want to. I was not able to stitch in the right places, so let it be. I needed to stop the recording because the police vehicle went too close to my car. I see my car from the window, even if I'm the second floor. But it's okay now. So yeah, I use pens from, I think that pen was from Temu this time, with that ink, it's disappearing with heat. And let me show the back of the, it is not so elegant, so fancy, but is good enough for me. So this is already washed, it is dry. This gonna end in my small album and I will show, I have 1, 2, 3 albums. I will show that to you at the end of the year. So that's it for today. Almost a tutorial, backstitching. See you next time. Mwah! I love you all. Kisses to you. Mwah, mwah. Bye.